What's up, Vankus?
Thank you very much, Vankus.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, McLaren organization. Thank you very much.
How we doing?
How we doing? How we doing? Lando Nation, how we doing?
Lando fans are just like, just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in.
There's no safety. McLaren, Lando Nation, there's nowhere to hide. Max Verstappen is coming for him. He's coming for him.
Yeah. It's giving Michael Myers Halloween vibes is what it's giving.
Yeah. No, I mean, we thought this, it was like, oh, wow. You know, the beginning was exciting, but then what a snoozer of a race. We get to the win last night, and it's a buzz. Everyone's on their phones. Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri, disqualified from the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Max Verstappen, who we thought was totally out of this thing. Oscar Piastri, who we figured was just emotionally out of this thing. And Lando Norris, who looked like he was cruising his way to his first WDC. Not so fast!
Okay. For those of you who have been listening for a couple of years who were shitting all over Vegas.
Yes.
You now all owe everybody an apology. This race has been a banger every year. Even when it's not a banger, it's a banger.
Right.
It's been qualifying. What a fucking qualifying that was. The rain, it started raining in the day. It hasn't rained there in 90 years. and the racing gods were like, Vegas has to be lit. It has to rain. Fucking manhole covers are not giving us good running. It's Baku. It's with street tracks chaos. Shit happens. It separates the men from the boys, the adults from the children, the McLarens from the regular people.
That's right.
You know, the people who know how to fucking set up the car. You know, we didn't get fucking good running. We didn't get clean running. Well, no one else fucking did either. And they seem to figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, Vegas, it's 3 years now. We've had 2 banger on-track races, and now we've had just like a chaotic weekend that has shaken everything up. It continues to deliver. This is, of course, the Red Flags Podcast, brought to you by BetMGM. We are here in Las Vegas, Nevada, in the beautiful Palms Hotel, in this unbelievable suite, feeling like we're absolute swank gods.
Yes.
Feeling like we are in The Hangover, the movie The Hangover, and it's just about to get good.
Yeah.
And I bet Lando Norris is waking up this morning feeling like there's a tiger in his fucking bedroom and Mike Tyson knocked someone out.
He's waking up in the morning. He wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy, but like now in prison. So yeah, that's how he's feeling.
Yeah. Oh my God, this is, you know, there are times where we're like, oh, this has happened, you know, this is, even if it's something that you want to happen, because obviously, you know, I'm a Lando guy, I'm a Lando fan, but this is good for business.
Yeah.
This is just good for business. This is great for Formula One, and it really is amazing to see how the Formula One community has really galvanized around Max Verstappen within this pursuit of his 5th WTC. Everyone is happy about this.
We need to appreciate the twist of this. Like, if you told us in 2021 that everyone would be rooting for Max Verstappen to dethrone the 12-year-old Lando Norris,
yes,
that everyone would be like, get him, you wouldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Lando was just this likable guy that everybody loved, and Max was this supervillain that everybody hated. But somehow McLaren fucked this up. They fucked it up. They have snatched 100% approval rating.
Yeah.
They had the most bankable, lovable guy with stands dedicated to him. And he's like, they took the next Lewis Hamilton, the next Mr. England babyface, and they ruined it. They fucking ruined it. Yeah. They took Iron Man. They literally took the next Kimi Räikkönen, and they fucking broken him.
Yeah.
I mean, I said this in the Gunther thing. But it's leaving Las Vegas, because we're in Vegas. It's leaving Las Vegas. It's Nicolas Cage drinking himself. They've somehow made the most likable guy unlikable guy, and the most unbreakable guy completely shattered. Yeah. I don't know how the fuck they've done it.
Yeah. And this will really be, I mean, this is emotionally going to be fascinating to watch these next couple of races, because that race ended, and it was the vibe. It was like, okay, it's Lando's now. Like, this is Lando's championship. He gained points on Oscar. He only lost 7 points to Max. This is, it's going to take multiple miracles now for anything to happen. And then this result comes through, and you just got to, ask yourself, if you're the McLaren organization, you need to take a long, hard look in the mirror, and you say, how did we fuck this up? How on earth did we fuck this up? Because you are in damage limitation mode. All you need to, you just need to bring it home. You don't even need to win these races anymore. You just need to not get disqualified from these races. And you need, and communications with Lando, don't crash. You just need points. That's it.
And they're like, we got to go get Max. I'm like, no, you don't, actually. You really don't. Because that's always gone so well when he's tried to do that.
Right. Here's the thing. We discussed the notion of do you prevent defense is the fastest way to. You got to stay aggressive, but not to the point that you're being irresponsible. You
shouldn't be on the margins with your fucking illegal ride heights.
Yes,
that's different.
Insane.
Can we throw a few extra millimeters on there? Would that fucking have killed them?
It's truly unforgivable.
It's malpractice.
It's unforgivable.
Yeah.
And last year there was this whole narrative around McLaren.
Mm-hmm.
Are McLaren ready to be champions? Do they have the champion? Does the team have a champions mentality? And I think within a championship run, you got to know when to push. You got to know when to be safe. You got to pick your moments. And this was just. It's truly unforgivable.
Yeah. It's went to Home Depot, saw a lot of bitches. Unforgivable is what it is.
That is a throwback from our millennials.
Our millennials will get that one. Look it up, Gen Z.
No, dude, I'm a Lando fan. I'm scared for my boy. I'm scared for Lando Norris.
Karmically, though, they don't deserve this. From a karma perspective. I mean, if you were writing the script for what is true, for them to say, we don't really care about the Drivers' Championship.
Right, sure.
We only care about the constructors. And that is such an asinine thing to say. When you write a character
right
for a drama or, movie, theater, whatever, the first thing you ask yourself as a dramatist is, what does the character want? Mm-hmm. Give them a want.
Right.
Nobody unless, with the exception of Kimi Räikkönen or Kyrgios, right?
Yeah.
It's very hard to rally behind a team that's we're indifferent if we win.
Right.
It's just an unlikable trait.
Yeah.
And we're going for some platonic ideal. And we're just trying to be fair. And it's really giving that they're just kind of pussies and they're just afraid of. They're framing it like it's this moral thing that they're doing. Mm-hmm. When in reality, I think it might come from more cowardice. That it's coming from fear. We don't want to pick a favorite. It's like Sophie's Choice.
Yeah.
It's Sophie's Choice. They're you got to pick one or we're killing both of them.
Right.
So she picks. And that's what it's coming down to. They can't pick one.
Right.
They don't have the fucking fortitude that Meryl Streep had in that movie, which is why she won an Oscar. She picked one.
Yeah.
And it sucked, but she got to save one. Okay, a choice has got to be made.
Yeah, because Max Verstappen's coming.
Max Verstappen's coming.
Maxie boy is coming. It's the trolley problem.
Yeah.
Right? It's the moral conundrum, and
they're like la 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 la. Don't want to throw the switch.
Yeah.
To crush either Lando earlier,
right?
And now they can't throw the switch to. And now they're in a fucking crazy position because if they throw the switch to crush Oscar, it's well, you could have crushed Lando 3 weeks ago and you didn't, or 5 weeks ago and you didn't.
Right.
So now they've kind of really boxed themselves in.
Yeah, and it does come to a question of will they actually do anything at a certain point? Will they actually make that decision? Will they do something about it? And right now,
I don't think they will.
They've made their bed.
They can't.
They've made their bed. They said we're not doing it, and we're gonna do it. And it's it's just this. it's this fascinating thing that we've watched them all year. And I think this is what's so interesting is because it's like they had it. They had it in this race. And then it was all for not. I mean, it was just like it dramatically was beautiful. That like you were like, okay, it's done. And then talk about reversals. It was the ultimate reversal. And it's like you're watching the race and it's Lando's lifting and coasting. Maybe it's a fuel problem. Oh, Lando's. Is George gonna catch Lando? Like he's losing seconds per lap, and everyone's assuming that it's a fuel problem. Which already you're like, okay, well that's obviously a huge blunder if it's that. But then for it to be this, and for it to be both cars, I don't know. That just actually speaks to like they're obviously not incompetent because they've made this rocket ship. And they've had so much success this year.
No, but we've seen it happen with Mercedes and Red Bull. Like in 2021, when Mercedes had a real car advantage, they were unbeatable.
Yeah.
But whenever it was close, Red Bull had them.
Right.
Whenever it became down to a great pit stop, great strategy call, just execution.
Right.
They're not great. They built a great car, but they're not necessarily a great team operationally.
Right.
That's been my. That's what I saw with Mercedes and Red Bull, and I think we're seeing it with Red Bull and McLaren now. That they built a better car than Red Bull, but God damn it, did they not? They just have trouble. They're not ruthless. They don't pull the trigger, and it's a little bit like tortoise in the hare, right? Max is the tortoise. He's just fucking plugging away,
right?
And they're the fast hare that's like that's fast, but they're like. They sit around to talk about how we can be fair and equal and discussing this papaya-colored utopia as the tortoise is just fucking slogging away.
Right. And they're trading positions and they're like, and they're getting into like little tips and let's have a meeting about it. Let's talk about the rules of it and the rules of operation. Meanwhile,
we're going to stay close on this.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Max is just the tortoise that is just fucking relentless.
Yeah.
And that's what it's giving. It's giving tortoise to the hare. And nobody roots for the hare that's just cocking around.
Right.
You want the hare to lose.
Yeah, I mean
the hare deserves to lose. The hare is a jackass.
Everyone wants the hare to lose.
Yeah.
And even I'm a Lando guy, and I think, but I fucking get it. I'm like, yeah. Like it would be so satisfying to watch Max Verstappen win this championship. It would just be like, it would just speak to, it would speak to what they've been doing all year, and the kind of, it would just be so embarrassing in this way that would be satisfying to watch kind of the people at the pinnacle of this thing be so undercut through their own fault.
But I think it's interesting because they said that they've kind of implied that the Drivers' Championship is secondary to that.
I understand. We can harp on this, but
No, but I'm saying this, that it's just it's a dumb thing to say.
Right.
And I'm saying, like, if you're Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri, that's demoralizing.
Right.
The Drivers' Championship isn't as important to you. Like, you don't want to win that. Like, because that's what they really want to win that.
Right.
And Lando busted his ass to win that for you last year.
Yeah.
He really, even after you fucking did the shit you did to him in Hungary, he fucking put his head down and fucking delivered for you and pulled, because Oscar, he showed flashes last year.
Right.
But they didn't back him.
Right.
For
the Drivers'
Championship.
Yeah.
They didn't back him.
Right.
Because they felt like they had a valuable asset in Oscar and they didn't want to alienate him.
Right.
Which I guess I understand, but like this guy fucking, delivered for, like, it would have been very easy for him when that championship was out of reach.
Right.
For the drivers, for him to just kind of take it off, like, not lock in. But if I was Lando, I'd be feeling, and Oscar, but more so Lando at this point, I'd be feeling fucking demoralized.
Right.
That, like, I know I would, because I'm paranoid.
Yeah.
I would feel like you guys won the constructors and now you're not. you're fumbling. You're dropping fly balls. You're not like your eye is not on it. You're not on it. That's how I would feel.
Right.
I couldn't help but creep in.
Yeah, it's been interesting because it's like I was just in my brain thinking about if they were going to do this again, or if they were going to have some type of like clean rule. Would it be that after a certain point of every season, whoever, it's like you guys are both good. You guys are both pretty similarly skilled. Last year they chose to back because they did ultimately choose to back Lando, but it was too little, too fucking late.
Yeah.
And they could have done it earlier if they really did prioritize winning the Drivers' Championship, which is what the fans care about, especially the new fans, but even the old fans. Like, when we talk about these great seasons, the movies that have been made about fucking Formula One, they're not about the team championships. People do not give a shit about the team winning a championship.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, because in sport, because it's not a real team.
Yeah.
Because your number one opponent is your teammate.
Yeah.
So it's not like football. This is an individual sport parading as a team sport, and people get attached to the individual drivers, and that's where the passion is.
And you know what? And
when people talk about McLaren, they talk about Senna. People love McLaren because of Senna, not because of the McLaren organization. I mean, maybe I haven't been with that as long. Maybe there's people in the UK that's just like whatever. It's like the Yankees, whoever is our person. But like,
yeah,
no one cares about fucking like. Look at all the people wearing red now because Lewis is on Ferrari. They're Lewis fans. They're fans of the individual.
Yeah.
And the team is there to facilitate
Ferrari's
that.
a little different.
Ferrari is the exception to that rule.
Ferrari's
the exception to that rule.
Yeah, I think you know what it's giving. They want to be a team. It's giving like because they want to trick themselves into thinking that they're a team. Kind of like how when you're at a company,
yes,
they want to trick you into thinking that you're part of a family.
Yes,
but really, that's not what it's about. You're a capitalist, brutal.
You're an employee.
You're an employee, and they all trick themselves into thinking that they're part of this, and to some degrees they are. But like that's like the myth they tell themselves.
Yeah.
Because they want to think that they're Man City, or the Yankees, or like a team where there's one collective goal. But F1's weird. There's an individual prize.
Right.
Like at the end of the day, there's one guy that wins.
Right. Vankas, as we gather around the table this Thanksgiving season, we've got something extra to be thankful for. Our partnership with BetMGM. Just like piling your plate high with turkey stuffing and pumpkin pie, BetMGM is serving a feast of special offers for our listeners each week. And if you haven't signed up yet, use bonus code DADDY, and you'll get up to $1,500 new player offer on your first wager with BetMGM. Here's how it works. You download the BetMGM app and sign up, deposit at least $10, place your first wager on any game or race. If your bet does not hit, you will receive up to $1,500 in bonus bets to keep on the celebration going. So while you're passing the mashed potatoes and cheering on your favorite team this holiday weekend, make sure you sign up with BetMGM. BetMGM, make it legendary.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369 for New York. Call 1-800-327-5050 for Massachusetts. 21 and over only. Please gamble responsibly. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP for Arizona. 1-800-BETS-OFF for Iowa. 1-800-981-0023 for Puerto Rico. First bet offer for new customers only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Bonus bets are non-withdrawable. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel. See BetMGM.com for terms. U.S. promotional offers not available in New York, Nevada, Ontario, or Puerto Rico.
Vankas, do you ever feel like you're running on empty, staring at your screen, hitting that afternoon crash, and debating another coffee, something that you're going to regret? Well, Yuki, what should they do instead?
Chew the NeuroGum.
That's right. Enter NeuroGum. Gum and mints give you clean, focus without the crash, sugar, or sketchy ingredients. Don't you think so?
I think so, but the guy with the sensitive palate thinks so, and that's what matters.
And most important thing is taste good.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm foodie. I'm very
picky.
Yeah.
That's right. And I try multiple gums, similar kind of product. But the by far the best taste I had, and doesn't really stays in mouth. You know, the kind of weird taste. If that
Right.
makes sense. That's why I'm not swearing these days. You know, I was feeling uncomfortable. I tried multiple stuff, and it stays in mouth. You know, behind the helmet. And now, why I'm not swearing these days? Neurogum.
Neurogum is
Yeah.
the reason that Yuki's not getting fines. Okay,
Yeah.
he's keeping
Yeah.
the bank account full. He's not getting fined by the FIA because Neurogum is all about getting your memory right. So when you're in the car and you maybe want to swear, you remember. Hey, I've been chewing my neuro. I can't swear right now.
That's right.
And that's important, and that's why you can only you can swear here, but not in other places because you have that control now. And you can find Neuro at CVS, Amazon, and neurogum.com. And for a limited time, you can get 20% off your first order at neurogum.com by using the code VANKA when checking out. That's neurogum.com. Use the code
Vanka.
for 20%
How do you spell?
off.
How do you spell?
VANKAH.
KAH.
That's how we spell
That's
it.
how we spell it. It's not how you should spell it in real
Spell it
life.
however you
Yeah.
want, but that's well. If you want to get the 20% off, you got to spell it like that.
Okay.
Neuro also offers caffeine-free options for all-day wellness and support. Neuro's memory and focus gum are made with American ginseng to support mental clarity minus the jitters. Neuro's sleep and recharge mints offer melatonin and chamomile to help you unwind and rest without pills or sugary gummies. We all know sleep is very important.
Super important.
Super important. We got to make sure we have that tonight. Get some good ass sleep.
That's right.
That's right. Jet lag, especially
Yeah.
That's right.
from Europe.
Come on. Now back to the show.
Um.
When we said this is the live show with Gunter, does anyone give a fuck that Mercedes won the Constructors' Championship in 2021?
No.
Does Toto and Lewis sleep well knowing that they won the Constructors in 21?
Toto was embarrassed when they released that video of him celebrating in 2021.
Right.
Because he knew it looked bad.
Yeah.
I mean, we thought he looked awesome.
Yeah, it was like this. More of this,
And
please.
yeah, more of him partying. But yeah, it was you lost the drivers' championship in a epic collapse, and to see
Yeah,
and-
this race it's really fascinating because it's like this is the thing we've been talking about all year. It's been the McLaren stuff. And remember when we started the season, we did our predictions, and you were like, "I'm thinking it's going to be Max."
Yeah.
Because these guys are going to be taking points off of each other. And you watched last year all the Michigas, all the back and forth, and all the chaos there, and you said that's gonna play a part in this season. And you were absolutely right. I was just thinking they're going to be so dominant that it won't even matter. And at times they've been dominant, but then like off of the backs of, the races where Max even has a sniff of a chance, he always makes the most of it. And then off of the dips in both Lando's performance at times this year, and then the other dips in Oscar's performance this year, and the back and forths between them trading and swapping places and
It's
this,
muddled.
that, the other, they've muddled this thing. And we said this, we've been talking about this. If Max Verstappen doesn't run into George Russell in Spain
Yeah.
in a fit of anger, he's 14 points behind Lando Norris, not 24. And this is an entirely different championship.
And I think that highlights his one weakness is sometimes he loses his head.
Right.
Every now and again, he'll drive his car onto somebody's head, or
Yeah.
in Monza or in Spain, where that's his one. No driver's perfect. I think that's maybe his one and only weakness. Is occasionally he loses his mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you're right on, and I think what's really interesting, the ultimate irony is even if they pull this out, even if McLaren wins this,
Yeah.
I think it's left a shitty papaya colored turd in everyone's mouth
Yeah.
because they really the way they've handled this is they've and I think you can only do this bullshit if you're going to make sure that you're Mercedes. Like this,
Right.
you have to be that good
Right.
if you're gonna play with. If you're gonna do the Nico Lewis, we're knocking 10 pounds of shit out of each other because we're 90 seconds up the road.
Right.
That is a level of arrogance.
Mm-hmm.
That is arrogance to think we can afford to do what Mercedes did. It's like, no, bitch, you can't.
Now but I guess I don't want to. In theory, I don't hate what McLaren wants to do. I don't hate letting. I think the thing that's gotten muddled this year has been the and then we're gonna give is the attempting to make it fair. I'm into the idea of let's let them both race.
Let's
and
play
not,
God. You don't.
Let's not prioritize one driver over another. I'm in to an extent.
Yeah.
I don't hate that. I actually like that. We talked to David Coulthard this week. We've had a great week in Vegas, and we did an interview with David Coulthard to be coming out after the season's over. But he talked about when he potentially was going to sign with Ferrari, and on the contract it said you will be a second driver. You are not like Michael Schumacher runs the show.
Yeah.
And I don't love that.
Yeah.
I, in theory, think that McLaren's hearts are in the right place. It's just how they've gone about it this year with the back and forth, and then it's the self-owns and the when there is a time where if we're taking this thing seriously, it's time to push, it's time to back someone, and now it's too late, and you're at risk of, in your pursuit of fairness, fucking up everyone's shit. It's like when I mean, you see it in Formula 1, right? It's like you're busy driving, you lose time in your attempts to pass another person,
Right.
and in your attempts to defend, and then through goes Hamilton.
Yeah.
And that's like kind of emotionally what has happened with McLaren this year. And I think, I don't know, there's been this whole there's been this narrative around McLaren with regards to Lando. And with regards to, well, they really just favor Lando, and they totally hate Oscar and whatever, and it's become like a running thing, and everyone's just like assumed that that's what it is. But as I see both of these guys, both of them have to overcome the hurdles of being on the McLaren organization. And Lando's had his own bullshit and his own hurdles with this organization. Last year, when they made him give the fucking place back to Oscar, and what that did for him fucking emotionally. We're talking about how Oscar's been totally ruined emotionally by McLaren. I would argue that they've done plenty of shit to ruin fucking Lando emotionally. And now the fucking ride hide thing, they're both disqualified. Better for Oscar than it is for Lando, but it's just more papaya self-owns that these guys are going to attempt to get over.
Yeah.
They're at odds with, they're fighting the organization, both of them.
Yeah, and I mean, and then Gunther and I were both screaming about this in Brazil when they didn't fight Oscar's penalty. They just rolled over.
Right.
It's do you guys even care?
Right.
Do you guys even give a shit? And yeah, and I think, and what's interesting about the Hungary thing is it wasn't asking just to say, oh, telling Lando to move over. It was more than that. It was
right.
They tried to play God.
Yes.
And then obviously you can't play God. Moral of the story. It didn't work out. And then they tried to. And then the onus was then on the driver.
Yes.
To fix their mistake.
Yes.
And yeah, I think. Look, if I'm going to be a more rational person, I think what you're saying is they're attempting to do something virtuous and good.
Right.
But in practice, it's almost impossible to do. I think we saw Mercedes do it more successfully because they had a better car.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't really meddle. They didn't meddle as much.
Right.
They just kind of let them to it, and they didn't do alternative strategies as much.
Right.
They just kind of were they just kind of let them at it, and
they gave a real barrier to them crashing. They're well, you're gonna pay for it.
You're gonna pay for you're good for it.
You're good for it. You're both rich.
Yeah, and there was no cost cap. It was just
right.
It just was gonna hurt them financially if they crashed. So yeah. But I think a lot of that had to do with they had a massive car advantage that the McLaren doesn't have. They can't afford to. It's a luxury that they don't have anymore.
Right. Not with Max Verstappen in around, because I think Ferrari, Mercedes, they just don't have the luxury. At the time when Mercedes was doing that, they had the best driver in Formula 1 was on their team.
But you know what's interesting? And I can't look into Zach Brown and Stella's mind, but maybe they would rather lose than make a choice. And that both guys, and maybe they've talked to them about it. And this is something that we don't know, that they sat with them and they go, "Are you okay with us losing to Verstappen?" You know,
Right.
and us not intervening. And they might have said yes. And that's something we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Because secretly, I think both of these guys want to win, but I think if it's not looking good for them, I think either one of them would be happier for Max to win.
Right.
So I think maybe there's a world, and that's why I think we're seeing very little coming out of them.
Right.
That's I think one of the reasons why, because I think we've talked about this before. It's like, wow, McLaren has like do they have like compromising photos of these guys? Like, how are they behaving so well?
Right. Right.
And I think part of it has to do with that they got buy-in from these guys. I think the buy-in is there. So maybe there is a scenario where they talked about this, like, we're not pulling the trigger for either of you motherfuckers.
Right.
And you have to be able to live with that. And they both said okay. They both signed on the dotted line. So that might be just what it is. And that might be why Oscar Piastri has a shit-eating grin on his face, because, like, hey, I might lose this thing, but he's going to fucking lose this too.
Right.
Because I'm not going to have to move over. I'm not going to have to help him because we agreed on this in the beginning.
Right.
Because I'm close enough to technically be in it.
Right.
So who knows?
Yeah.
But that would explain why there hasn't been – they've all towed the company line so well.
Yeah. Oh, my God. It's crazy. And I'm thinking about, like, you know, that Lando, you know, he's my guy. I picked my horse. This is the horse. And he's shown mental fortitude this year that I think exceeds what people thought he was capable of, even what I thought he was maybe capable of. You know, when he crashed in Saudi, I was kind of like, uh-oh, here we fucking go. This is the beginning. This is it. And then when his car went out in Zandvoort, I felt like, you know, that's it. Like, it's too much. Oscar looked so unflappable, and I thought that Lando was like not going to be able to recover from that type of deficit, from like another strike. And so far this year, he's been able to recover from these strikes. I just kind of feel like, is this one going to be different? And is this going to be so kind of demoralizing? Because yesterday, I mean, he didn't win the race. You could talk about turn one, whatever. I was kind of into that, like him making that aggressive move, even though he ultimately cooked the corner and whatever. I didn't see that as being like so egregious. But to an extent, I think that he looked at that race yesterday and said, you know what, I did most of what I could have done today. Like, I did my job today. And for then it to just be like completely undercut.
Yeah.
And for him to also know, like, when they're like, oh, and lift and coast, like, you could kind of tell people were like now, you know, going back, looking at the film of them, like, in the car, and he was maybe looking like, maybe we're just projecting, but he's like, I might be fucked here. Like, I had to lift and coast for the last 10 laps. Like, something might be up. Something might be wrong here.
I didn't rewatch the interviews with that context, but did he look depressed or
in the car? I mean, whatever. People are just like now, like, you know, doing whatever they want with it. But who knows? I'm sure in the back of his brain somewhere was maybe like there might be something up here.
Yeah.
And for him to kind of be like, wait, I could do almost everything right, and almost like, you know, be like, yes, I'm winning this championship, and it's almost a foregone conclusion after this performance, and for it to be just like, nope, ripped away. That level of like powerlessness.
Yeah. Well, his job, he just had to play. He had to be like play par or bogey golf,
Which he did.
He
Played par golf.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now he needs to continue to do that. And I think that, like, the Max thing, you know, Max just is different. And I think he scares the shit out of Lando.
Yeah.
And now Max has all the momentum. Now Max has, like, even more, you know, it's like when you can see, they were talking
There's
about
blood in the water now.
There's blood. He can see Lando. Like, they're on track, and he can see him now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we got two races left and a sprint race.
Yeah.
We got the sprint race in Qatar. We got the race in Qatar. We got the race in Abu Dhabi. There are, what is that, 58 points if you finish first in all three of those races.
Yeah, and if what we assume is correct, Lando doesn't have Max. Lando's got to fight Max and Oscar.
And Oscar.
If Oscar can, fucking
And
get out of the sunken place.
if Leclerc, if the Ferraris have pace in Qatar,
Yeah.
if one of them has a bad qualifying, it's just like it adds that degree of pressure to this thing
that we know for a fact doesn't really affect Max.
Max gets off on it.
Yeah, Max
will be at his best.
Yes.
In his pursuit of this thing, and it'll be like a real, it's not going to be easy.
No.
And if he wants his championship, he thought it was done. You know what I mean? He thought it was done, even though he did say I'm not going to party in Vegas, even no matter what, I'm locked, I'll have my time to celebrate if I win this championship after the season's over. If he can kind of get down to business, have a goldfish brain, and just be I just need to make the most out of these next 3 races, then it's still his championship to lose.
Yeah, but at this point, it must start to creep in. Am I cursed?
Yeah.
Am I snake? But you have the engine penalty, you have the papaya rules, you've got this. You got this sled. You got the under this whatever the skid block thing.
Yeah, the plank. Yeah.
You're just one Kimi Antonelli away,
right,
from this all getting away from you, or Liam Lawson, or whoever Liam Lawson almost just.
Or if Oscar, Oscar's been out of it.
Yeah.
But let's say Oscar won his first race ever at the sprint race in Qatar.
Yeah.
Let's say Oscar finds form these next 2 races.
Or the two fucking crash into each other. Nothing would, if nothing would make Oscar happier, I think, than Max winning this thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Because if Max wins this thing, he didn't lose to his teammate.
Right.
It becomes Alonso Hamilton. It's kind of like a bit of a wash.
Yeah.
And then Lando doesn't fucking go into next year with the 1 on his car.
Yeah.
I mean, god damn, he's already fucking a rock star.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine he's got the 1 on his car next year? He's got to see all those fucking people in their highlighter, all the highlighter colored minions with the 1. Oh.
Numero uno, baby.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Oh, my God. Yeah, so the tally now is Lando's at 390. Oscar and Max are tied at 366.
Yeah.
George Russell's mathematically out of it.
Yeah, there's a great picture of Oscar. Just, you guys can look this up. There's a great picture of Oscar leaving the steward's office. And I have never seen him smile like this. I mean, the guy doesn't really emote much. I mean, he is giving, this is as close as
Christmas
we're going to get to Mr. Rogers. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? That's as he looks like he's fucking walking on sunshine here, because he knows that they're about to fucking blow this. And it's like in Squid Game where they're on the glass thing,
right?
And it's the woman with the big guy, and she tells him she has a tiny dick, and they fall. And she holds him, and they fall to death. That's Oscar right now.
Right.
He's ready. Lando's so cooked because he's got all the V-carb guys are going to be gunning for him.
Right.
Because they've been given Order 66.
Yeah.
Execute Order 66. He's got Oscar fucking ready to take him out at a moment's notice.
Dude, Lando Norris is Running Man right now.
Man.
Dude, he's Glen Powell in Running Man, and the entire world is trying to kill him, and he's just trying to stay alive.
Yes, it's exactly what it is.
And Max Verstappen is Lee Pace with the mask on, being like, "I am the ultimate boss who will kill you." And then meanwhile, he's got his teammate, his friend, who's like, "Wait, I can get a fucking stiff paycheck if I turn your ass in? Absolutely, I will." Yeah. And not to mention
Oscar, the one man in this whole thing that I can trust. Oh yes, definitely.
His team is even doing it. Yeah. It's like, who paid off Andrea Stella to fucking sabotage his car?
Oh my God, what is It would be like if it's like, you know what it is? It's like in The Hunger Games.
Yeah.
And he's J-Law.
Uh-huh.
Except Woody Harrelson's also trying to kill her.
Yeah.
Like it be your own people.
Yeah.
And her costume designer.
Right.
Like her flaming wings are just trying to set her on fire.
Yeah, Lenny Kravitz is out here trying to
Kravitz
murder.
Is out here trying to fucking burn her alive. That is what's happening to Lando right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Max is President Snow, obviously.
Holy shit. Yeah. Oh my god. And Kenny, what do you think? I mean, obviously.
Lenny Kravitz was the.
Yeah, Lenny Kravitz plays the yeah.
Okay.
Transformational.
Yeah.
Red Flags Nation, listen up, buckle up, because we are bringing you something special from our new friends at OKX. OKX is the new money app in the U.S. and your way to build your crypto portfolio and use it in daily life. Not only that, they're also one of McLaren F1 team's primary partners, and together they have teamed up to send one of you on the ultimate F1 Pirelli Hot Laps experience. Wouldn't you want to do that, Matt?
Yeah, I wanna do it so I can make everybody jealous. I want to make my ops super
Can
jealous.
you imagine how the ops will feel when you get that video of you in a McLaren supercar at one of the U.S. races? Because with this package, you will get 2 $1,000 flight vouchers, a weekend pack with surprises, and the big one, OKX, in conjunction with McLaren, will invite you and your plus one to enjoy an F1 Pirelli Hot Lap in a McLaren supercar.
I think more important than loving it is that knowing how much the ops are going to hate it.
Yeah.
And
This is all about having the experience and making everyone jealous.
yes.
And OKX wants to make that's one of the we're talking about currency here, right? You know, we're talking about cryptocurrency. We're talking about currencies.
FOMO is the ultimate currency.
FOMO is the ultimate currency, and OKX is trying to build up that portfolio as well as your crypto portfolio. So the best part, getting on this is super easy. You head to the campaign page at okxgiveaway.com/McLaren-podcast-red flags and click join now and create and verify your OKX account, which only takes a few minutes. Once you're verified, you'll automatically get $10 in free Bitcoin, which honestly you want to grab now because it's been taking a dip. But you know, we all know what happens with Bitcoin. It's going to shoot right back up.
You buy low, you sell high, baby.
Guess what? Yeah, that $10 right now is going to go a lot further, so you're going to want to get that right now, and you'll be entered into a draw for that unforgettable weekend experience. Visit, once again, okxgiveaway.com/McLaren-podcast-red flags now, and maybe we'll see you with OKX and McLaren Formula One team in 2026, and we'll make the ops absolutely jealous.
Shadow tag their ass.
Shadow tag the ops. Bankas, hair loss, it's not just about hair. It's about how you feel. We got Thanksgiving coming up. You know, your aunt's going to be asking you about your hairline, and it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. They're going to say, what are you doing with that? What are you doing with that? You're going to say, you know what you're going to tell them? You're going to say, I got it covered, okay? Aunt Jeannie, I got it covered because of Hims. Okay, Hims offers convenient access to a range of prescriptions from hair loss in treatments with ingredients that work that include chews, oral medications, serums, and sprays. Doctor-trusted ingredients like finasteride and minoxidil that can stop future hair loss and regrow hair in as little as 3 to 6 months. So guess what? You see your aunt, she's being annoying to you about your hair at Thanksgiving. You go, you know what? I'll see you in 6 months. Okay, for your birthday. And when you see me in 6 months, I'm going to be flowing. And that's what you're going to say. You shouldn't have to go out of your way to feel like yourself. Hims brings expert care straight to you with 100% online access to personal treatments plans that put your goals first. No hidden fees, no surprise costs, just real personalized care on your schedule. For simple online access to personalized and affordable hair care for hair loss, ED, weight loss, and more, visit hims.com/red flags. That's hims.com/red flags for your free online visit. Hims.com/red flags. Individual results may vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil and finasteride. Featured products include compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. See website for full details of restrictions and important safety information. I mean, what are your... we'll talk about other stuff in the race. We'll talk about Mickey Mouse. We'll talk about the car, but... what do you think? You're like fully mad. You think it's?
I have to. The ball is rolling around the roulette table.
Yes.
I put it on max. I
Yeah.
can't touch it.
Yeah.
I can actually, but
Right.
I can move it around. But you know what? It's bad juju. I'm keeping it on 33.
Yeah. I'm keeping it on 4.
Or should I say 69?
That was
fucking crazy.
That was what was that?
Okay, so let's back it up. Max. So there was a report
Yes.
that Max, because he can't be one anymore,
Right.
because these fucking morons think that he's not going to win this.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
So Max, when you don't win,
Yeah.
what's your number going to be? And he goes, oh, well, my favorite number is 3, but
Right.
they wouldn't let me, so 33. But he's like, I was actually thinking about doing 69.
Yeah.
But my dad said it was a bad idea. because I like that number. Which made me feel as a millennial
Right.
so fucking seen. Because these days all I hear is 6, 7,
Yeah,
6, 7. And when I was growing up, the dumb thing, anytime 69 came up,
Right.
that was the 69. And
Right.
none of us had ever even come close
Right.
to just receiving a 9.
Yeah. a 9-1. A
9-1.
9-1.
A
Yeah.
9-1. just
No, 6-1. 6-1.
6-1. Just a standard issue.
Yeah, it was 61.
But
baby.
to even 69. By the way, if you've ever done it, it's like, this is insane. This is a lot of going on, a lot of multitasking happening. But we thought it was really funny.
Right.
There's nothing actually funny about 69. It is serious business.
Yeah.
You could get hurt if
You
you're
are
not
in the
careful.
trenches.
You are in the trenches doing a 69. But we thought it was so funny. And
Right.
420, of course.
Yeah, right.
420.
420. But
So
those,
6-7 is like, what does it even mean?
well, at least at that time, they actually had real world meanings
Yes.
that we then took and did whatever.
Yeah.
Whereas 6-7 is just like the whole point of it
It
has no meaning.
point. Yeah.
Because these young kids are nihilists. Because the world is on fire. How about yours? That's why I like it. I'll never get bored.
Yeah. But to understand that Max is actually kind of unk status, like even though he's technically a older millennial,
He's
sorry, an elder Gen Z, or is he zillennial? He's kind of twist.
He's kind of zillennial.
He's
Yeah.
kind of zillennial. But to know that he actually has like that South Park energy.
Right.
I know South Park's making a whole
Oh,
thing.
so
out
I
of
didn't
this.
realize. So he had said the 69 thing, and then
Earlier, and then he won his. Then he won his 69th race.
Right.
And then Sam Worthington, who I guess is promoting Avatar.
Right.
Like, I don't know if he knew about this, then he's a genius.
Yeah.
But I think he just walked into it. He's like, "Congratulations, you won your." First, he was like, I thought because they were like, "You got to get Avatar in."
Yeah.
He was like, "I thought making Avatar was thrilling, but who'd have thought that being on a Formula One team would be even more thrilling?" I was like, "Great segue, dude."
Yeah.
So you got Avatar in there. Congratulations.
Yeah.
And then he goes, "This is actually your 69th victory."
Right.
And I knew,
Yeah.
like he had already
It
said
was-
this shit about 69.
Yeah. It's you can't. That's the Oreo test, the marshmallow test from a baby. You're gonna eat that shit.
Yeah, you're putting peanut butter on your balls in front of a dog. He's gonna lick it, obviously.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, you either got to keep it here or get to 169 because it's a great number." And then George and Lando were like, "Wow!" And then what's great is that they have to share the stage with him now.
Right.
It's
This
a
is
new format.
this new format's crazy.
He gets to say whatever he wants. He
Right.
gets to say, like, jet fuel doesn't burn at that temperature. Steel doesn't burn at that temperature. Like, 9/11 was an inside job, and then Lando Norris has to just be like, it's amazing. It's an amazing format because they have to go down with the ship. Yeah. And he's looking at them like, right, Lando?
Right.
You're disqualified. And he's just like, fuck. And George Russell's like, I fucking hate this guy.
Yeah.
I am this posh, upscale guy, and I'm dealing with this Dutch fucking
Chaos agent.
gauche, low-class guy who's talking about 69. And, yeah, baby, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to win 169 races and then call it.
Yeah.
Which is so something he would do.
Right.
Anyway. Oh, God. I love him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's. You can't you can't not root for him. I
Yeah.
mean, the entire Formula One community is so hype on like he's won it over.
Yeah.
Remember he was getting wasn't it in the beginning of this year that he was getting booed?
Dude, I
At
remember
F1 F175?
F175, everyone was like, they were treating him like he was he was Vince McMahon.
Yes.
Like, we're walking out. Boo! now he's babyface.
And that's
How
really
do they fuck this up?
that's really the beauty of sport.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, because there's been this talk, like, Lando got booed in Mexico, right? And Lando's getting booed right now. And there's this kind of, like, people are like, well, you shouldn't do that. But this is theater.
They weren't saying shit when Max was getting booed, those same people.
I think people were, like, talking about when Max was getting
Yeah.
booed. And, like, I think that, like, it's a thing that people are like, well, you know. But you can always transform it. Like, think about the narrative of Max Verstappen this year. He starts out the season getting booed at F175, and now I think if they did that ceremony at that same arena in the UK,
it would be a little tough.
I think I guess with Lando, but I don't know, dude.
I think he's
Lewis Hamilton fans are rooting for Max Verstappen right now, dude.
That's true.
Lewis country is fucking like fully waving a Max Verstappen flag.
Yeah. You know, because he's a worthy adversary.
Yes.
And I don't think Lando has. But like I said this last week, I think, you know, Lando, when Max took it initially, they didn't respect him. And now he's earned their respect.
And there's still opportunity.
And Lando can still earn that respect.
Yes.
But it might take him 3 or 4 fucking years.
Right. And it's earned. You'll have to earn it.
Yeah.
And you can tell when it's not earned. And I think that, like, as much as maybe people that were on the Max train felt like, you know, no, I watched him earn it in 21. I think there were enough questions, and now for these last now going on 5 years,
he's earned it.
No one can look at him and say, no, he doesn't deserve to be world champion. No one can say that. He's done it now in so many different ways, and if he can pull this off, it's like game respect game. You can't deny it. Like it's a version of, and that's what people love about motorsport, right? It's like stopwatch doesn't lie.
Yeah.
It's like Max Verstappen. It's like at this point, the stopwatch doesn't lie with him.
Yeah. He always finds a way. He's like Steph Curry, dude. He just it doesn't matter where he is in the grid. He can pull up and he can fucking make something.
And he can and he can change a game in the last minute of a game.
They actually talk about that with Steph Curry. Like he's like now entering a new era of like respect. And they talk about, like, you know, Jordan, LeBron. There is a sphincter tightening.
Yeah.
That. Like, he might not be considered the greatest, Steph, but nobody's scared. Like, when he gets the ball, the panic.
Yes.
Absolute fucking panic when he gets the ball.
Like,
holy shit, we need 3. If you watch him against France, it's like the most insane thing. They put 2 guys. They had 2 guys collapse on him.
Yeah.
And there's a great shot of Kevin Durant and LeBron James, 2 of the greatest players of their generation, wide open with their hands out, and he just fucking launches it. And from 9,000 feet up. And he drills it. And then, like, Kevin Durant and LeBron are like, oh my God. And then he does the night. But I think and I think this speaks to, like, what we might be seeing these last couple weeks. Which is, like, there is a collective shitting your pants when Max is close. Like, we saw it in Brazil last year. Like, where's Max? Where's Max? Where's Max? And I think what's interesting is, like, can and I said this before, but, you know, can Lando defeat Oscar? Can Lando defeat Oscar? It's like, okay, it's looking like he's defeating Oscar,
right?
But it's like, okay, but now can he fucking stick the knife in Max's heart? That is a different kettle of fucking fish,
dude. I'm so hyped for these next 2 races. As much as it's like, I'm so excited. Like this is what it's all about. And we pressure is a fucking privilege.
We said
this is what it's all about. And like Lando, I hope that he can step up to the plate. I hope these next 2 races are great and close, and it comes down to Abu Dhabi. It's just going to be like, this is what you want. This is like, you want it to be hard.
And honestly, if Lando loses, it's like getting got by. It's like getting killed. It's like, you know,
you lost to the greatest.
You lost to the greatest. You got
lost to the greatest.
Killed by John Wick. Like, it's like you didn't get hit by a bus. You got killed by John Wick, the best to ever do it.
Right.
So that's kind of okay.
You
beat your teammate, and then fucking John Wick comes and get you. That's just the fucking Baba Yaga or the Boogeyman.
Yeah.
So it's not the end of the world.
Oh, wow. Should we talk about other things in the race?
Sure.
What else? I mean, qualifying was amazing.
Yeah.
Looked like Lance Stroll was about to get pole.
I don't know why. We talked about this in the Patreon. He looked like he was going to get pole. He was doing great, and they're like, you know, let's fucking put it. Let's push our luck. It was like you at the fucking tables. You were like up big, and then you were like, let me just
Let's keep it going.
Let's keep it going.
Keep pushing.
Keep pushing. Let's keep pushing down the line. I'm like, dude, walk away. You're up so much. We can fucking go to Cipriani's with this. That's like a million meals at Hakkasan. And you're like, no. Let's fucking push it a little further.
That's right.
That was you and Lance Stroll were. You and Aston Martin were on the same fucking wavelength.
Yeah, he was looking like he was gonna get pulled. There was I saw this great clip of someone from like outside the barriers.
Yeah.
And it's just like calm, and then like one of the cars goes, and you just see all the spray within the barriers of the thing. You were just like, holy! Those conditions were absolute insanity.
It was like you're having a bad day in a movie.
Yeah.
And and it's like, oh, could this day get any worse? And a car comes by and fucking splashes you.
No, that was
what was happening to the fucking people who paid money to see that.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. No, that was chaos. That was beautiful. We had a great, we interviewed a bunch of great. We interviewed Yuki Tsunoda. That's going to be coming out later this week. Isaac Hadjar.
Mm-hmm.
We interviewed David Coulthard. We've been having a fucking great time.
Yeah, we love.
Vegas. We're starting to love Vegas.
Yeah. We might have to move here.
We might have to move here.
Yeah.
But I like gambling too much.
Yeah, no, that'd be bad.
What else should we talk about from this race? Oh, wait, you know what? Yeah, Kimi Antonelli went long, great.
No, I was impressed.
It was impressive.
I was impressed, and he was able to maintain his tires. It looked like George was a bad boy,
right,
and couldn't maintain his tires. I was very impressed. I think if he can maintain that sort of tire discipline,
yeah,
I think George might have his work cut out for him next year.
Yeah,
if he can just kind of smooth out the rough edges, I'm liking what I'm seeing with.
No,
Kimi.
it was definitely a great performance from him. It is like this is the temperatures in which they are historically the only time where they're good.
But he was faster than George. That was the thing that like tipped it over the edge. I'm like, well.
Yeah.
Nothing was degrading. I was like, well, George was suffering from degradation because he does what he does sometimes, right?
Yeah.
He was trying to catch Lando. He was trying
Right.
to win, but you can't really knock him. He was going for it.
Yeah.
So,
we can get into. Why don't we do our awards? Because we can talk about some of this other shit in the awards. Okay. Why don't we do hottest moment of the day?
Hottest moment of the day. His retrospect might have been all those sparks that were coming off the McLaren.
McLaren's were getting it sexy.
Shitting sparks.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it is so beautiful. But now I'm like, oh my God, they're just running an illegal car.
Yeah. The start. The race was kind of a snoozer, but that start was amazing.
That start was amazing, and then George was coming at Lando. And
Yeah.
It looked like I was like, Vegas delivered again. It delivered in another way. But what's so funny is before the DQ, I was already thinking about how I was gonna fucking spin this.
Yeah.
Because it was looking like Lando had it. I was like, we're not gonna talk about how he fucked up the start, like Lando choke artist he's back.
Yeah.
But then he got disqualified, and I didn't have to get that out of my bag.
Right.
But that was awesome to see Lando back to his old tricks. But he didn't need to win the race.
Right.
And then they were like, "Go get him, Lando." I was like, "What are we doing? Can we just make it out of this fucking season alive?
Yeah.
Go get him. Do more. You got him."
Actually, back off. Fuck.
That was so. It's like, go track him down, Lando. Like, what a heat check.
Yeah.
Of a fucking race. And
Crazy.
It was like they were like, "Hey Max, like Lando's trying to chase you down," and then it became, "Hey Max, Lando's doing lift and coast." Like grand opening, grand closing.
Yeah. Daddy of the day. Max. Daddy's gonna do what Daddy's gonna do.
I also want to give Daddy of the day to. I'm gonna give a good award and a bad award.
Yeah.
To the same people. So Daddy of the day is also the FIA.
Mm-hmm.
Can't run a legal skid block. That is not cool. Regulations are regulations. So I'm very happy that they stepped in and delivered justice.
Yes.
Because nothing is more important to me than the integrity of the sport.
Totally.
So disqualifying Lando, sometimes daddy's got to crack the whip,
Right.
lay down the law. So that my daddy of the day was FIA.
If I finally doing their job.
Finally doing their job.
Finally doing their goddamn job.
Yeah. They were so busy thinking about how they could screw over McLaren to keep this thing interesting
Yeah.
that they forgot about some other things.
That's right. That's right. Radio of the day. I mean, it wasn't radio of the day, but the entire pink Cadillac. Terry Crews driving. Okay, this was just like. It also speaks. There is someone in there who's a fucking genius by like giving them those glasses. Like whoever was like, and you know what? We're gonna give them little like toys to play with. We're gonna have like a little like.
Because actors need business.
They need shit to play around with. Like they had like a little thing with their cars on it. There was like a little thing where like Lando put his thing in front of Max's.
Because the last couple of years they just sat there with like, what do I do with my hands?
Right.
And like, no, give them business. George had the glasses. They were
give
playing
them
with
both fucking these these pink glasses to wear. And then the moment where as a millennial, the moment where Max goes, we need some music.
Yeah.
And
Who's got the aux cord?
Terry Crews to start singing "Making My Way in Downtown" from White Chicks.
Yeah.
It was like
I mean, with the 69, I mean, this was a millennial dream. This was custom made for millennials.
16-year-old me was like absolutely thrilled.
I was like, is he singing the Vanessa Carlton song from White Chicks? I'm like, oh my god. I also love that they gave you no lube for the experience. They're like,
Right.
They weren't like, and here comes Terry Crews with the. It was like, is that a fucking Lego Cadillac? And I'm like, who's driving that? Holy shit, that's Terry Crews driving that.
Yeah.
Like they just no setup. You're just kind of.
And then parlaying that into the Mickey Mouse dance I was just like, I felt like I was having a bad acid trip.
Yeah.
I was like, wait. It went from a good acid trip to a bad one, like all in this. That's how it goes.
I hated the Mickey Mouse.
Well, of course.
I fucking despise the Mickey Mouse. First of all, we're in Vegas.
Right.
Like, we're not in California or Florida. Like,
right.
When I think of Vegas, I think of a very adult.
Yes.
I think of fucking.
I want to see.
This is a. I know adults like Disneyland.
Yeah.
There are a lot of Disney adults out there, but I'm sorry, this place is for adults.
Yes.
I don't want Mickey Mouse anywhere near. They're
No,
killing the vibe.
The accurate version of it would have been like Mickey Mouse, like at the strip club.
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse
getting a lap dance.
Mickey Mouse throwing dollar bills.
At Minnie Mouse.
Yeah, Minnie and
Mouse,
Mickey.
Minnie Mouse popping that ass. Popping her rat ass. That's what it should have been. But I'm also like,
well, they're about to lose the rights. So they're like, let's get this in.
let's just milk this.
Let's get it while we can.
Anyway.
Well, can't wait to see more of
So,
it.
but I was just like, what does Fantasia have to do with F1? Like, I'm watching because they were also like on the Sphere. They still have the Sunny Hayes thing going. So I'm like,
right.
You just did this Hollywood thing that was adult. You're in Vegas, which is adult.
Right.
And now I'm sitting here watching Mickey fucking Mouse. Like,
yeah.
It just made no fucking sense.
It was beautifully chaotic. Everyone was like, what is happening right now?
Yeah. Some people liked it though.
Well,
Disney adults, I guess.
Seek treatment.
Yeah.
Shout out to the pod. Karen of the day. I guess George Russell was saying that Lando should get a fine. I mean, it's interesting. This whole thing happened this year, but like in the beginning, remember it was like cursing, can't curse. Like it's first offense, this, second, third. But we haven't really seen any repercussions for it this year. But
we might see because Lando said fuck.
Fuck on air. I mean,
air.
At the moment. I mean, like on the fucking podium.
Yeah, on Max, the heels of Mickey Mouse.
Though Max was hyped when he said it. Max was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, Max is Eric Cartman. Max is the closest thing we'll ever have to Eric Cartman.
That's so
69. Respect my authority.
Yeah.
Yeah. Suck my balls, Lando.
Beautiful. And red flag of the day.
I mean, it's got to either be...
It's double.
It's McLaren and the FIA, which is what we should just call this the McLaren/FIA award.
Yeah.
We should say McLaren, they told, this is red flag, McLaren told Lando, just do more.
Yeah.
when he was asking, I guess, what he had to do
Right.
to catch Max.
Yeah.
That reminds me, you'll like this. I
Yeah.
remember a friend, we were working with this horrible director
Yeah.
who's not like, he's not like a name or anything. He was like a indie. This guy sucked. We were doing this indie film, and he was directing my friend who's an actor, and you love this. He just said, "Okay, now get emotional." And my friend was like, "What? There's so many emotions.
Yeah.
Like this is such bad, vague direction."
Yeah. Get emotional. Do more.
Do more.
Be faster.
And then GP was like, "Lando has been told to go and get you." I mean, nothing strikes more fear in Max's heart than to be told, "Lando has been told to go and get you."
Yeah, and then it was like within 2 laps, he's like pulled out another second and a half, and then within a half a lap after that, they're like, "Lift a coast, lift a coast, fuck!" Can you imagine being the person, like the engineer on that pit lane, who was like, "Oh fuck." Like that moment where they were like, "Wait, God, like everyone, we might be totally fucked here."
I would. Oh my God! It reminds me of when I was an intern on this like Stephen King movie, and someone got the dailies like in the hard drive for that day.
Yeah.
And I was like in the office, and they're like, "Oh my God, some PA
Yeah.
got the dailies. We're supposed to deliver it to the editing facility."
Yeah.
And they just left it in a cab, and they forgot it. And I was like, "Well, where's the
where's the
PA?" They go, "They never showed up. Like they
quit."
Just at that point,
Yeah.
if you lose a day's worth of shooting a feature film, like that's $1 million, $2 million of work just gone. You just move to a new state and you get a new name. And you never. That's how you're feeling when you have to deliver news like that. But I mean, the big red flag was the marshals.
Yes.
The FIA.
I mean, how many times can this happen now? It's
Twice now. It happened in Mexico.
Yeah.
That was one guy.
Yeah.
And they were like, double it and give it to the next track.
Right.
Or quadruple was like,
It's like 8 people.
It was like,
I couldn't believe it. There was just
a
like
sketch.
Yeah.
Like, are we doing a bid here? Like,
Yeah.
how many guys can we put in the corner?
Yeah.
You know,
running away from like speeding Formula 1 cars.
That was crazy.
No, it's crazy, and it's
it
just
looked
like
they were trying to get away. They're like, cut away.
Yeah.
It looked like they were like, no. They can't see that.
No, it's crazy. It's and this is happening. You know, it's like marshals have been killed before.
Mm-hmm.
This is like this has happened. People have gotten seriously injured. People have gotten killed with this shit, and it's just Formula 1 is not what it used to be. It used to be It used to lose money.
Yeah.
They don't lose money anymore. This shit is got money.
Yeah.
And we need Mamdani in here to make sure that these motherfuckers are paying their extra 2% to pay the fucking marshals.
Yeah.
Because it's just these marshals need to be paid. The stewards need to be paid. The entire thing needs to be start acting
Optimized, professionalized.
Yes.
Treated like it's a real sport. Because
It's insane.
Pro-am shit. These guys behave like the umpires at my fucking Little League.
Yeah.
They do it because they love it. They do it because they.
And it's not even about that. Like it's even having like a few, but like they need to take a long, hard look at like what the system is that they're using.
Yeah.
This is Formula 1. You know, my girlfriend's mother sent me a clip of that in surgery rooms. There was like they were losing. I forget what the exact context was, but they were having unnecessary deaths with regards to surgeries. I think it was maybe like after birth, or they were like looking at the system in which they were having these deaths in hospitals. Mm-hmm. And then they were watching a Formula 1 race, and they saw the efficiency with which they do a pit stop, and they said, how do they do that, and how can we implement some type of system into our hospital that can prevent this? What can we learn? What can we gain from this? And the entire Formula 1 world it's all about optimization. If I have to fucking see one more thing about like, well, we have to optimize and our systems are better than it's all about systems, right? Everything is our system is better than your system. Our software is better than your software. Our checklist is more robust than your checklist.
Except the thing that's trying to keep people alive.
Exactly. And it's just like the fact that this continues, that it's happened multiple times, and that we've had as much controversy this year, both with marshals and lack of safety, and also within the rule book and the lack of integrity with regards to this penalty versus that penalty, and not having consistency. The fact that in what is presenting itself to be the pinnacle of motorsport and systems, and this is where the brightest minds and the brightest people with regards to systems exist, and we're seeing 12 people run away from a fucking speeding car is insane. Yeah.
I mean, the Mexico one was really close.
Even more egregious, yeah.
Yeah, because Liam Lawson could have killed him.
100%. Yeah. No, it's crazy. Red flag, a day, FIA, and McLaren. Okay. Predictions. Qatar. We got a sprint and a race.
I think Max is taking it.
Yeah.
Taking the whole thing. I think Oscar looks like he got his pep in his step. I think it's going to be Oscar and then Lando.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kind of like pitching what I want to happen.
Yeah, for sure. I think that Max is going to win. I think Oscar might win the sprint. I think Max might win the race. I think Lando gets second. I think Lando gets 2 podiums. So I think it's going to go Oscar, Max, Lando, and then Max, Lando, Charles. Those are my 2 podiums.
I think Oscar's going to do a lunge. A lungy lunge.
Little lungy?
He's been lungy. He's been risking it all.
He, I think, would be ready for Lando Norris to not win this championship. That's for sure.
Lando hit him in Canada. He hit Lando kind of by
accident.
In the sprint.
Yeah.
Now I think he's ready to hit him on purpose. That's what I think.
Oh, my fucking God.
That would be so beautiful if they took each other out. And Max won the race. And then it's just like, and then it's all comes down to the final Abu Dhabi.
Yeah. I'm so hyped. We now have something to look forward to.
There's something to live for.
It's good. It's good for business. That is for sure. But you know what else is good for business? Our Patreon. And you know what? We're doing a deal that's coming up where you can buy the Patreon as a gift for our fellow Red Flags fan. We'll have the link for that coming soon. It'll be part of a Black Friday deal. So be on the lookout for that. But we got to thank our daddies of the pod because they're the one who really make this whole thing happen. We got to thank Kayla, Robin, Jordan Texera, Jade Lingle, Spencer Grieve, Javier Mera, Sheila Valeri, Chandler, Ali Santana, Carla, Carlo, Kimberly, Huelin, Alonso of My Face 69, Donya Denad, Deadbeat Daddy Muhammad, Jimmy, Kimmy, sponsored by Mommy of the Pod, Hollister 584, Delusional Science Fan, Kat, Future Dog Tour Dion, Steph Grossi, JB Fresh, Laura, Emily Gillenwater, Cody Hull is my F1 daddy, Branch W, keep up the signs hate, Hunter Scruggs, Salmonella Mozzarella, I'm a Leclerc fan, and yes, it hurts. Jay Kess, George Russell is Evil Peter Parker from Spider-Man 3. Matt Edwards is always right. I wish I was Max and Danny's love child. Delaney Andrews, Henry Caskey, Miles Lewis, Alexander, Maggie B, Kaylee Breyer, Eva the Y, Devin, a.k.a. the future Dr. Sullivan's PA, Courtney Frazier, Yuki Sonoda's other mother. Jenny is the reason I am a daddy. Megan, Aaron, Pineapple with the Y. Matt has a secret boner for Carlos Sainz. Unfortunately, it's Gary. Carolina. My name is AJ, and fuck the HOA. K-Mag can fuck smash my door any day. The official F1 race program and its executive editor, Sarah. I got tickled by the Tifosi. Hey, Jet, good luck out there. Allison Sane, Zhuzh, F1 Dude Company, Trent Slickman, Code Brown Sonoda, Jerome Ferreira, Colapinto is a fraud. Aaron, Shahid Jeans Rockstar Chohun, Shake and Bake, Cata Lick My Balls, Stay Fierce, Charles Leclerc, Truth Bringer, Mama Burns, Arthur Leclerc is hotter, Carl Lost Signs, OP Goblin, Right Meow, James, DNCTT, Finney, Daddy, Kev, Not Magnuson, Mike, Bavi, Lando Norris's unofficial girlfriend, Winkin, future co-host of Red Flags Pod, Lizzie Y, honorary daddy, Jeremiah at the Sirius XM Studios. They hooked us the fuck up, which was amazing. They're over at the Win. Also, Daddy of the Pod, the Palms, for hooking us up with this absolutely incredible incredible penthouse where we feel like we're ballers. And, of course, the one and only Nicole Piastri this week, every week. If you want to become a daddy of the pod, go to patreon.com/TRFpod. Become a benefactor today. We will see you in Qatar, Vankas. Goodbye.
Bye, Vankus.